Hey everyone, welcome to another video of functional programming in Java series. And today we are going to discuss about sorting with the help of functional programming. So before Java 8, like we used to have either comparator or comparable interfaces, and then we used to define the customized behavior in the method either compare or compare to, right? And then we used to use the sorting. But now with the help of Java 8, there was a keyword default introduced. With the help of that default, interfaces were able to define their own behavior, right? So that concept has been used in this comparator interface. And if we go here, so before Java 8 it used to have this compare method and this equal method, but now after Java 8 we have a lot of really useful and more, you can say, which makes your code more readable for sorting purpose. Those kind of methods have been included in this. Like we have reverse, which of course will reverse everything that the logic that you have written before of this method, and you want to reverse it. Like you have sorted something in ascending and then you want a descending order, then just make reverse, right? Then comparing, it will be helpful when you want to do multiple type of sorting, like first sort by name, then sort by age, something like that, right? So there this particular method will come into the picture. And then we have a lot of, like, this is then comparing, but we also have then comparing int, then comparing double, and so on. This is mostly useful if your object is a string, so then it will do kind of natural way of sorting. And if you want to sort int or double, then you need to use then comparing int, then comparing double. But here, if there is only one type of sorting that you need to do, maybe just by name, then you will use comparing method. We have comparing method here as well. So before going through these methods, let us quickly have a demo, and we'll be able to like understand it clearly post the demo, like how these functions are enabling us to make the sorting related programming really easy. So what I'll do is, like, here I have a list of fruit, and I will quickly show how we used to do it in Java 7. Like we used to have so we used to pass the list, we used to have this collections dot sort. Here we used to define the comparator anonymous class. It is an interface, right? We are just defining the interface here, like, and then we are uh, or like defining the behavior of that compare method, which is a abstract method of this particular interface. So what I'll do is I will use return o1 dot compare to o2, right? This is a string, so we can use it. And how it used to work, just to touch base upon that, like if o1 is less than o2, it will give you minus, because it is returning int, so it will be less than 0. And if both are equal, then it will return 0. If o1 is greater than o2, then it will return plus. And when we return the minus, that means the first object, what, like, which we have compared here, uh, that will come before, and then the second object will come, right? So it is used for the ascending order of sorting, like we can see that, right? So what I will do is I will quickly print out this. And then for descending, how we used to do it, like if I want to see the descending order, I just need to reverse it, o2 dot compare o1. Or I can also have the minus applied before that, but yeah, this is also a way of sorting, but now in descending order. So let me quickly execute it. So here we can see, here we have ascending then descending, right? Now you see we are using approximate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 line of code. But now with the help of Java 8, we do not need this we do not need to pass the collection within it. We can just use outside it, and then we know that we have compare method which is taking two arguments, and then this is the thing that we are returning. So this we have already discussed in our previous video, like how this particular things are derived, like how we can read these kind of things and then make lambdas out of it, right? So what I'll quickly do is I'll say comparator dot natural order. So this natural order, it is used for ascending sorting, but for string only, right? So what I will do is like why I'm saying string, like for literal data type you can use it, but if you are talking about using this with the help of your customized objects, that will not be possible until or unless you have implemented the comparator within your uh, customized class, whatever the class that you have created, right? So we'll see it with the help of objects as well, but let me quickly show you without with literals first. So similarly we can do for reverse ordering as well. So this is nothing with but the ascending order, and this is nothing with the descending order. And these are the two methods of this comparator, default method of this comparator interface that we have just discussed. And now let me quickly sort it. We shall get the same result. So you see, 5 to 6 line of code has been converted into single line of code. So this is the power of lambdas and functional programming. And apart from that, let me use a few other methods as well. So say uh, we want to use what we have used is like ascending order and descending order. Say you have a list which is having another list, I'll say, which is having nulls as well. Fruits one. So we have null into this, and we say null is here and null is here. So in between you have some null references. And now when you will use this way of sorting, you will not be able to run your program completely. Let me show you. So I have done fruits because these nulls needs to be handled, right? And how these can be handled, let me show you. So first let me try to show you the problem that we will face. You see, we get this error here, finish with non-zero exit value minus 1. So what we can do is like comparator provide us methods for doing this. Like here we have method like if you want to keep your null at the last place, then use null last, and this null last it will take your comparator. So what we can do now is within this we can say comparator dot natural order. Similarly, we have other method which is saying you need to put your null in the first place. You can use that as well. So this is null first. And now let me execute it. Because while doing automation or while doing any other kind of programming, you will face this condition that you might have null and you want to remove it. For example, you are doing a front end automation, there is some column, some part of those column, some values are null and there are some other values as well, and then you need to do the sorting. Different kind of dbs handle the sorting in a different way. So your backend is giving you the data, your front end is rendering that data, you need to form the expected result. At that place this null first or null last will come into the picture, and it will help you to achieve the expected result in a really concise one liner way only, right? Now let us focus upon the objects part. So what I have done here is like I have a pojo defined here which is having a name and a batting average attribute, and then I have created few objects of this particular class, right? And now let us talk about how to sort it. Let me try to sort by name ascending first. So what I'll do is I will directly use players dot, I'll say sort. And now if you'll see, can we use comparator dot natural order? No, this is not possible. It was possible with the strings, but it is not possible with the objects, like these customized objects, right? So what I'll do now is uh, yeah. So what we need to do is like we need to use comparing. So here comparing will come into the picture. This comparing, it takes a functional interface, right? So for doing that, what we can do is like it is taking a functional interface. So we know that we have player class, and then within a player class we have this get name. So we want to sort it with the help of names, and that's it. That's the only thing you need to do, right? And how we come to this conclusion, so for that what I'll quickly do is like I'll go to the old way of doing things first, collections dot sort, and here I'm going to use this players and then new comparator of player, and then o1 dot get name dot compare to o2 dot get name, right? That's all. And now this thing we already know, and let me try to use lambda. Till this point we are clear, right? And now when we do this, it is saying that you can just replace it by comparator.comparing the whole thing, right? Let me do that. So this comparing method will take care of everything now, right? So that's how, if you need to sort by name of any list, just take that, like with the help of method reference we need to use comparing, and it is really easy. And you see this comparing is taking a functional interface, which in our case we are passing the player and we are getting the string, returning the get with the help of getter get name, right? So now we know that this particular player list will be sorted by name. Let me quickly show you. So here we have the list, and here we can see we have Rohit R first, then we have two Rohits here, then Sachin, and then Virat, right? Now, say the next requirement is like sort by descending way of the batting average. So the player who has the most batting average, that should come first. So what I'll do is like again players dot sort, and we are saying that we need to sort by batting average, and batting average is double, so we will use comparing double, and then the reference, again functional interface, right? And now we are saying that, so now it will sort by ascending, but we want to sort it by descending, so here this reverse will come into the picture. And now let me again see the result here. So we'll see the result of our second S out of players. Here we can see, so first we have batting average 67, then 53, 51, and then 49. Right. So now let us take one more example where we will see about how the chaining will come into the picture. Suppose you have the requirement where, let me show you. So the requirement is first you need to sort by name and then the batting average. If the name are same, then the player with the most batting average should come first, right? So first sorting by name is ascending. Then if the names are same, then need to sort by their descending batting averages. Like the person Rohit who has the greater batting average, that Rohit should come first, right? So let me see like how we can do it. First, let me show you the most of the time what we think like how it will be working. So what we need to do? We need to use sort and then comparator dot comparing. As first we need to sort by name. So we just say player get name. Now then comparing double, right? We are sorting by getting a batting average. Now the requirement is to reverse or to have the descending batting average just for the batting average aspect, and the name should be ascending only. But when we use the reverse, the whole result of this particular thing will be reversed, right? Let me show you. And that is not something we want to achieve. So this will just reverse the entire result, and we want that first we should have names in ascending, and then if the names are same, then use the batting average in form of descending. You see the entire result has been reversed. So this is not something we want to achieve. So how to handle this, how to tackle this situation? So for this what we'll do is, we know like up to this part this is okay. Then we'll say again then comparing, because this then comparing, it it can take the another comparator. So what we'll say, comparator the comparing double, and here we can use player batting average, and this is something we want to reverse. So till this time it is saying that hey, why you are using it, you can just use then double, then like comparing double instead, like this. But this is not something that we want to reverse this result. So for that we need to use reverse. And now the advice is not there, and that's it. And now let me, what we are having here is okay, right? And now if I'll print it, so here we can see the Rohit with the more batting average is coming first, and otherwise the name is coming as ascending. So that's how we can use functional programming with the objects as well. Now this is how we have changed our original list as well. Like in case of players, we had used player dot sort, and in case of this particular string, we have used string dot sort, fruits dot sort directly, right? So we are changing the original list. But in case you do not want to change your original list, what we can do is, let me quickly show you with the help of stream. So stream, we have discussed the basic of stream already. Like if you want to generate a new stream, you do not want to modify your original um collection, you can use stream. So what I'll do is players dot stream dot sorted. So this sorted, here we have two version. If you want to like in case of player, of course we sorted is this above one is natural order, but we cannot do it with the help of just player. With the string only it is possible, but here we need to pass some kind of way how we want to sort the things. So for now I'll say comparator dot comparing, and I want to sort it by any of this way that we have mentioned here. So I'll say player get name. So we'll print original list as well, and we'll print the new list as well. So this is the original list, the order is as it is, and this is the new list with the name sorting, right? So that's all for this video, guys, and we have discussed all the major function of comparator interface and how we can use those functions to make our sorting more readable and concise. So in case you are liking the content that I'm making, please do like, share, and do subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.